Hi, everybody. So we have Linda here with us. Welcome, Linda.
Thank you.
So Linda is a, sorry, excuse me. So Linda is a marketing professional who has been on board with me since July of this year, and she onboarded one of my shorter courses. It's an 8-week course, and she's had a few changes in her life, in terms of her personal development, how her mindset has transformed, and she'll tell us a bit about all that. So I'll just hand it over to Linda. Over to you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Shalini, for having me. It's been an amazing time. I would say we're actually going into probably the 6th month next month. So like you said, yes, I took a shorter course, the creator, but even after the course, the relationship still continues. And that is something that I am very excited about. So some of the changes that I have experienced when I joined the shorter course, the creator, is that I was able to find clarity in my goals. First, I set my goals with the knowledge that I have been setting smaller goals because of my past beliefs. So things I knew from my past, and as I was setting my annual goals, I would set only things that were attainable, because I used to believe that if you're setting goals, then you have to attain them. But after joining the creator, I learned that setting a real goal is actually something that you do not have the capacity to attain it, and that when you attain it, it's going to be a wow moment. Yeah. So now I have set wow goals, not fearing, and I have the liberty to change these goals as my situations change. And that's something that's very liberating because it does not limit me in terms of knowing what I can do as Linda or knowing how high I can jump. So the goal bit is one of the improvements I have seen. Second, joining the creator has been a work in progress from the inside out. So as a person, I'm not the same person you met when I was signing up. Yeah, of course, you've known me before I signed up. But after I signed up, I'm not the same person. My internal thoughts are totally different. My aspirations are different. And what I feel about my present and even my future is absolutely different. It has no fear, it has no past beliefs. Of course, there's a bit of, second guessing yourself here and there. But because of the awareness I have, I don't let it bog me down. I still go on with my aspirations and my big dreams for the future. Apart from the goals, my decision making has also improved. I am now able to make quick decisions on day-to-day issues. When I receive a message and I know I have to act on it or confirm something, I give a timeline or I respond immediately. Therefore, I don't have things accumulating on my end. So I've been able to make small decisions because the creator also has a section on decision making, which emphasizes on making decisions and committing to those decisions. So not just making decisions, but making committed decisions. And second, I have empowered others. For instance, my children, I have empowered them to be able to make decisions at their level. So if there's something they could do on their own, I do not necessarily have to do it for them if they have the capacity to do that. So my 4-year-old would ask to roll her towel or to fold her clothes, and I would be okay with it. It may not be perfect as I would have folded it, but I know I have empowered her and she will know that she can actually fold her clothes. She can serve her plate of food, and whatever she chooses, because she served it, she'll have to eat it. Yeah. So making decisions and being accountable or being responsible for those decisions is something that has helped me to empower my children. And I've just realized that I don't have to do every other thing for them. So as they continue making decisions slowly, what I've learned is that by the time they grow up, they will be independent. They'll be independent quickly, and they will learn to make their own decisions. Let's say compared to me, maybe I grew up in an environment where any adult or my parents or my relatives would make decisions for me. And therefore, after I grew up, I always looked forward to somebody's approval. Yeah. So the idea is to have them make decisions and to be responsible or accountable for the decisions that they have made. Third, I have learned to invest in myself. Taking up the creator is one of the examples of investing in myself. We end up working, for many years. And as a matter of belief, like I said, when you're growing up, you have this belief that, why would I pay that just by way of example, why would I pay a consultant maybe 9,000 or 10,000 for a 3-hour session? Yeah. So I have learned to invest in myself, not looking at the amount of money, because the truth is most of the time we have the money, but because of our mindset, we do not want to spend it on ourselves, on something that would be very important to us. And therefore we lay back or we start thinking about the money. So I've learned to invest in myself more. One example is taking on the creator. The other example is that I'm planning to take myself for a vacation, not necessarily thinking about how much money I'll pay, but because I know I need it, and therefore I am scheduling it and putting it in my diary and start to prepare for it. Yeah. So that's why that's what makes the difference between somebody who takes themselves to Dubai for their birthday and somebody who is wondering how come they were able to afford. The difference is the mindset, for sure. So I have improved on my state in terms of thinking about what I need to invest in and what I don't have to invest in. So having that clarity between, is this something that I need or is this something that I don't need, is very important, so that you're clear in your investment and you not worry about it later. Whatever decision you're making, you know that it's going to be for your good and you're happy about it and you're committed about the decision. And finally, joining the book club has been the highlight of all this, and that's why I'm here. It's because I'm part of the book club. So the book club has assisted me to read more than I have ever read, because I'm able to read and then come for weekly meetings where we discuss with other book club members what we have learned from the specific chapters that we have been reading. And it's also a form of a support group, because we are able to share our highlights, our good moments, and our challenges, and we're able to encourage each other. So thank you so much, Shalini. Those are the changes that I have gone through so far.
So tell me, before I add on, to whatever you've said, because I can personally resonate with a lot of the things that you said, especially when you spoke about empowering your children. I think that is something I was very excited about. So how do you feel, now that all these changes are happening and some have already happened, and of course it's a work in progress because you're still part of the book club, and, personal development is a journey. Personal growth never stops. So, even if one day, let's say you decide to drop out of the book club, God willing not, because I'd love to continue having you there. But how does all this make you feel? Do you feel like you're in charge of your life? Do you feel like, you know where you're going? How does it make you feel? Maybe you can tell me a bit about that.
Yes, definitely. And in fact, it brings me to the point that the moment I began the creator, that was a lifetime investment. I have access to that material. I could share that material with my children. I could share that material with my family. And so it's a work in progress, and I can always go back and refer to it. So I definitely have the freedom of the life choices that I make, and I'm definitely independent in terms of the knowledge that I've been able to acquire. So as you said, it's a work in progress. If at some point I feel like I need to go back to the decision lesson, I'll definitely go back to it. If I feel that I'm struggling with my self-image, I'll go back to that material and remind myself, because daily reminders is another aspect that I learned from the creator. Even as I write down my goals, I have to look at them on a daily basis. I have to remind myself, this is what I am working towards, and I have to take steps on a daily basis. So that's where the independence comes in. And I actually look at it as a lifetime investment.
Sorry, I think I lost you there for a
Yeah.
sec. Yeah, but now you're back. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Linda, for that. So I do agree that this is a lifetime investment because, and it's all dependent on you, right, as an individual. So, I hear you saying that you're going to be referring back to the material, and I absolutely love that because it's true. Like, we need to keep making decisions, right, in our lives, like every now and again. It's not something that you just did just when you are writing your C goal. And I also loved how you say that, now you are making goals based on what you really want rather than what
Mhm.
is available to you. And this is where most people are settling, right? Simply because, we operate from our five senses. And this is what I've been showing everybody in my live sessions. This
Mhm.
diagram, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the conscious and the subconscious mind. So your paradigm controls, how much you can do in your life. So that is, what we are trying to overcome here, right? And I can see that you're already overcoming so many things. And I love how you said that you're empowering your children because, and that's where I say that I completely relate because I come from an environment where my parents didn't let me make any decisions. And, that translated into my adult life, which made it very difficult for me to survive in this so-called harsh world, right? Now I no longer look at it like that. My perspective has changed. But I think what you're doing for your children and the fact that you're saying that you want to share this material with your family and children, I think that's just fantastic, And how you talked about mindset when it comes to investing in yourself, it's absolutely just a mindset. It's like we worry, about money, that but we never look at the ROI, the returns on investment. We always want to look at what we are losing. We think we are losing, right? And that's exactly what I was talking about to the people who are on the live session yesterday on Thursday. So yeah, I think Linda, you have, for you it's only going to be onwards and upwards, absolutely, and if you remember, I told you that I approached you based on my intuition. Something on a Thursday morning just said to me that I should reach out to you, and you said, let's go and get on a call. And for whoever is watching this, Linda made an investment immediately. She told me on the call that she's paying me now. Most people say that send me the payment details and I'll send you the payment later by the end of the day or tomorrow. So she was one hell of a decision maker even before learning how to make decisions. So I think you already had, an aspect of decision making within you. So yeah, I just want to congratulate you on your journey. And I'm looking forward to a lot more. And of course, I look forward to keep seeing you on the weekly book club.
Yeah, thank you. And I just remembered that Bob Proctor says in some of your training material, Bob Proctor says that you know the circumstance that you want. And if that's what is, if the circumstance that you want is not what you're experiencing, then go ahead and create that circumstance.
I love
Yes.
that. That's a wonderful closing line. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Linda. And thank you everybody else for watching.